Have you ever cheated on your ex?
On Bob?
Yeah, Bob the Builder.
That's so funny.
Life doesn't frighten me at all. Not at all. Not at all. Life doesn't frighten me at all.
So, hi.
Hi there. What's up? Oh, we need to cheers. How have you been?
Definitely, I'm good. I'm definitely good. It's been a while.
I know.
It's
right?
been a while.
It's
like,
been
oh my
so
God.
long. I'm like, yeah, I've been in hermit mode.
Yeah, I think we all have been in her.
It's not that time. Sometimes you gotta get serious about it. So, yeah. But I'm back, bitches.
Period. So, how has everything been since you've been in her? I want to say, like,
Actually, it's been going pretty good. Just focus on my business, focus on my kids, focus on my content creating. So yeah, it's been going really good. You know. What about you?
Me, honestly, yes. I've just been trying to be more focused, moving into a new career path,
Which
is really
exciting.
Good. Yes, the financial industry. I'm a mom. I'm a mom now.
Yo, she's so silly. Let me tell y'all about this girl got a dog. So she is a mom.
You know the word. What Cardi B? I'm a mother. No drama.
I can't. I really can't. Her dog is so cute, y'all. Like, y'all gotta see him. He's too cute. Yeah, so anyway, guys, today's video, well, first and foremost, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Miko. If you've been here before, welcome back. So today, I'm here with my homie. This is Lex, and we just like kicking back, and we just been chit-chatting, having a little girl chat, and let's get into the video.
So since I didn't see you in a while, I want to know what's going on. So I think it's about that time that we like address the bullshit.
I've been like for a while. I've been kind of quiet when it comes to certain things. I've been seeing a lot. I've been sent a lot of things on social media. And now that I'm getting back into the group of things, I just felt like this video was appropriate for me to just let everybody know how I feel on certain topics and things like that. So yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, because I have some hot questions.
She
They might
gonna
get
put me in the
steamy.
hot seat, y'all. She gonna put me in the hot seat.
This is the hot seat, ain't it?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Sound the alarm, okay?
I'm scared.
Because we're about to get into it.
I'm scared, but I'm also ready. Like, I'm ready to address it.
I think everybody has been waiting, and there's been enough rumors, enough he say, she say, things going around that hasn't been addressed that needs to be addressed. And it's better to hear from the source mouth. Sure is. Because, you know, shut it down. Just shut it down once and for all.
Yeah, I definitely want to make things clear.
So, the first thing I really want to get to the bottom of is the main thing, which is, do you keep the father of your son away from him?
That's a really good question. To start off, no, I do not. When Bob and I separated, he just decided not to come around. We broke up November of 2021. My son's birthday is December 30th, and he missed his first birthday. I didn't keep him away from his son. I didn't say he couldn't see his son. I didn't do any of that. I don't believe in that. Aside from my son, I have a daughter. I never did that with her father. And I would never do it with this one. I believe that children need both parents. So I would never do that. So to answer your question, no, I have never, ever kept him away from his father. And it's that simple.
Did he make the effort to be there?
No, he didn't. And it's just sad because when I'm hearing these rumors like, oh, he said that you're not allowing him to see his son, and it's like, that is true. I just think that like, he is embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? And when you're embarrassed about not showing up for your child, like, there's nothing better for you to do than to put the blame on the next person. I don't know. If I was in his shoes, I would just take accountability, like, you know, damn, like I messed up. And it's not even really about her and I, it's about my son. I just really need to be there for my son. So like, let me just step up to the plate and be there for my son. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in keeping a child away from his father. It's not healthy for the child at the end of the day. But one thing that I will say is that if that parent is not healthy, I for sure won't have my child around that person, because I feel like a child is better off with one healthy parent than like to be in a toxic environment. So if that's what it's going to be, then I'm going to cut it off. There's no back and forth into my children's lives. I don't allow that. You're in or you're out. So.
That makes sense, because children need a stable environment. I know your son has autism.
Right.
And you spoke about that before on your channel. And I know that's a serious topic, and with that comes and needs a lot of support and a lot of stability. Definitely. And not a lot of here one day, gone the next.
Yeah, it's very much so consistency, a lot of structure, a lot of repetitiveness. Yeah. He needs that for him to flourish. So yeah.
So I understand that decision and reality of it, which I know is tough. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not easy doing it alone, and you don't only just have your son, you have your daughter as well. Yeah. So I definitely can understand, and I give you kudos, because I think you're super.
Thank you, girl.
You're a mom and dad.
Thank you, girl.
Happy Mother's Day.
She's so silly. She's so happy Mother's Day.
So another question, right? Don't get mad at me. Have you ever had any dealings with anyone of your homies or friends out of spite? Romantically, like. So was it platonic or was it romantic? Let's get to the tea.
You are so silly. There's no tea. Like literally there's no tea, because I've never dated any friends of his. I never dated any aunts. I never had my son around any aunts. Okay. Like, yeah, we're gonna make it very clear. That's not even in my character.
That's not even your character, right?
Yeah, like that's not even in my character. And anybody that is even connected to him, I would not want to date them, honestly. I want to date a completely different person that doesn't have anything to do with anything, that doesn't know anything about what's going on, so I could just move forward with my life. You know what I mean? Why would I date someone connected to him in any way, shape, or form, whether it's negative or positive? I'm not gonna do that. That is just completely insane. For anyone to even believe that is just crazy. It just doesn't make sense. But I get it, because I know that things like that occur. Sometimes when women are like mad at their person or like mad at their ex and they want to do things out of spite, you know, they be like, oh, I'm gonna go mess with his homeboy, or I'm gonna go fuck with his friend. Like, but that's just not my vibe. Because at the end of the day, it's about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would never do that. So definitely not.
That's not.
I've never dealt with anybody that he knows or anybody that he's in contact with. Like, yeah, no.
So that's good to clear up, because you know there's a lot of females out here who want to stay in the loop, and she's definitely not one of them. So we definitely have to clear that up.
Girl, I'm out the loop and out the way. Like, ain't nobody else do all of that. Like, it's not that serious.
So with that being said, right? Have you ever cheated on your ex?
Bob?
Yeah, Bob the Builder.
That's so
funny.
Building
imaginary things.
Who did he go? Girl, you know what? This is not. I didn't want to do this.
He did the imaginary.
Wait, so what was the question? What was the question?
Oh, Christ. What's this say?
That was crazy.
Nah, it just fits, you know? Listen. Have you ever cheated on Bob?
I never cheated on Bob. I never cheated on him the entire relationship. There's no need to. I don't believe in that. I believe that if I want to be single, I'm going to be single. And I'm going to let it be known, and I'm just going to end the relationship. I feel like there's no point in cheating. I don't know what would be the reason to cheat. If I'm unhappy, I'm just going to leave. You know what I mean? Like, there were some things that transpired with knowing afterwards that he had cheated on me. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, we're pretty much over. Like, you know, like when you with somebody and then you find out that they cheated on you, your heart is racing, it's pumping, all these thoughts are going through your mind, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna move like this, I'm gonna act like this, I'm all over the place. I feel like at that time, when I was dealing with him, and I had found out about all those women did like mess with some guy that knew of him, but they were not friends. They were not anything, and that it was not even serious. That didn't even mean anything. When I say anything, it didn't mean anything.
Can we be honest for a second? Like, and really just take a moment and understand that there's that word friend gets thrown around very loosely. When people aren't even friends to begin with, they're literally just associates or acquaintances, okay?
Yeah, like, I don't even know.
Because you can be an associate or acquaintance and be familiar with somebody, have somebody on Instagram, social medias, but at the end of the day, we don't speak in real life.
Yeah, it was kind of like that type of vibe. They were not.
We don't hang out in real life.
Friends. I think they did feel like a few business transactions. They were not friends. And either way, my take on it is that if you didn't cheat, I would have never been acquainted with you. But you did, and you cheated with like 4 or 5 different women. So at the same time, you created that dynamic ultimately. So like, what are you really mad at? I feel like you should just suck it up. Like real talk. Come on now, you created this dynamic of like, okay, I cheated with all these women, and then you want to dictate who I should associate myself with after you cheated on me. How does that work? Like, that doesn't make anyway, next question.
It doesn't work.
I'm like, anyway, next question, because this is crazy.
And it's not fair.
It's a real life double standard.
Yeah, you can't worry about what's in this pot.
And you had your hand in plenty pots.
Okay.
So that was insane with it itself.
So with that being said, right? Once you guys broke up and decided to move on, did you start treating his family members differently? Or anybody in his family different?
Oh, girl. And this was something that I wanted to touch on really, really, really bad. Because there's this narrative out there that I don't like his mom and I don't like his daughter. And I want to be very clear. When Bob and I first got together, I had no issues with any of his family members, and they all know that. For one, to be specific, his mom was very disrespectful. She was talking my business with his first child's mother, and when she did that, I just cut her off, because I was just like, that's not even your place. I think this is my personal business. Why would you be discussing my personal business with his child's mother? She has nothing to do with anything. Like, she's not involved in anything I got going on over here. So from when she did that, I mean the wrong way, because I just looked at her like, and then you know what it really was too? Even when she did what she did, right? And she was supposed to apologize, she didn't even want to apologize. Like, she didn't want to take accountability. It was just like her son, Bob, literally had to force her to apologize. Like, he just wanted to move past the situation and just act as if nothing ever happened. And then when he basically forced her to apologize, then she was like, okay, I'm sorry. But it was just like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Like, would you vibe with somebody like that? Like, you know that they done you wrong and they don't want to take accountability, no type of genuine apology. How are you going to feel towards that person? Like, you're really not going to like them.
I don't understand. I feel like, honestly, it's hard to trust somebody like that, and then especially because the respect factor has been broken, and now you might even think that this person has ulterior motives, because what was your intentions with speaking about me when I'm not in person to somebody else that have relations with him, that has sexual relationship with him? You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, how can I ever trust you or gain a relationship with you when you already put a nail in the coffin?
Yeah, like, it's so crazy because I don't know what that was about. Her and I were cool. Like, she would be like, oh, can you do my hair? I would do her hair. Like, everything was cool. And then I found out that she like discussed something that was very personal. It was very personal. Like, he should not have disclosed any information to his daughter's mother at all.
What do you think was the reason behind that? Like, what do you think the ulterior motives was? Like, do you think that she did not want you with her son? Did she not feel like it was appropriate? Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, girl, what's the tea? Okay.
No, that definitely was it. Like, I don't think that she wanted me with her son. For whatever reason, I didn't do nothing to this woman. I mean, I don't know. I could never really what her issue was. I just think she was all around the board fake. I think she was fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna curse because I know it's just YouTube, and I'm trying to get my coin. So yeah, but yo, she was fake as. She was super fake. I don't even know what was the purpose. And then like another person in his family, that this is another rumor that I'm hearing, is that I don't like his daughter. So we gonna clear that up real fast too. His daughter, for one, she's a little girl. Let's just put that out there. She's a little girl. I have a little girl, you understand? My daughter is 16. They're around the same age. The one thing about me that I don't do is I don't do little girls acting like they grown. You know what I'm saying? My daughter stays in a child's place. Even though she's a young adult, I respect her as a young adult, but you're still a child to me. So when you allow a child to like be in like grown folks conversations, because these are things that I've witnessed. This young lady would be like conversing with like her grandmother and just talking about things that is just like way out of her league. Like, you're a little girl. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was about the little girl. I felt like we were cool. I felt like I welcomed her with open arms. She used to come over to the house. I was the only one advocating for her to come over to the house because, again, like I said in the previous video, her dad was not interested in having her around. So I was the one, being that I was a mom, I was saying, you know what, bring your daughter by. Let's hang out with her. I saw that it was a little bit of a disconnect, and I was trying to help them mend their relationship because I knew that they were having some kind of issue. A little girl used to come over. We used to make YouTube videos with like her and my daughter. I used to sit them down, put the camera in front of them. They used to do like little mukbangs and stuff with like snacks and all of this stuff. It was really cute. It was good. Like, me and the little girl was bonding. Long behold, when she got a little older, I noticed the slight disrespect. And baby, when I tell y'all, I don't take kindly to disrespect, especially disrespect from little kids.
That's crazy.
Because you know, when you're an adult, you can handle yourself with an adult. But like, you're dealing with a child, it's completely different. This little girl was hella grown.
It boils your blood because you can't do nothing. Or else you're going to kick your kids.
And that's the one thing I don't do. I don't sit back with no child and discuss another adult. You know what I'm saying? And from my knowledge, that's what Bob allowed her to do. He's able to just sit down with adults, being a child, and just discuss other adults. My daughter could never do that, ever. It's not allowed. You know what I'm saying? You stay in a child's place. You don't sit down and discuss another adult. But when there's no, you know what I'm saying, right parenting and guidance, this is what happens. So, you know, that's that. If anybody feels like I treated their family poorly, I mean, you know I treated your family poorly. It's not a secret. It's not a mystery at all.
It seems like it was a mutual thing to me, honestly. You know?
What do you mean? In what sense?
Mutual as far as you're only dishing out what you received, right? There was a lack of boundaries from both ends. I want to say with both family members, and the respect factor was not there. So it created a divide.
I'm so glad that you brought that up, because there was a part of me that felt like, I remember when we were cool. Even to this day, like, little girl does makeup. Where would you get that from? Her mom doesn't do makeup. I'm a professional makeup artist. How did she start to do makeup? Obviously, you were close to me in some type of way. It's just crazy, like. But to piggyback off what you said, I definitely feel like that little girl felt the need to get out of line with me, because I felt like there were other grown adults around her discussing me.
And also made it feel comfortable for her to do that.
Right, she was very comfortable, right, because she was so comfortable doing it behind closed doors, not in front of me, that like it came to the time for her to do it in front of me, it was nothing to her, because she had already been doing it. So I noticed that, and I was just like, oh, so I kept her at a distance. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't deal with disrespect. She can't come around me, and that's just that on that.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. It is not going to create the best environment for the family that you're trying to raise, and the environment, the type of behaviors you want to teach your child. Of course. Especially your daughter being the same age and just being in that environment. So I totally understand having to separate yourself and move accordingly.
Even with that, like, it was crazy because then I had to check her like a few times. Like, girl, knock it off. You think because she would try to be a little bully or like, she's saying this and she's saying that, and it's like, baby girl, calm down.
But it's obviously she's not receiving attention from the necessary place that she needs to receive it at home. So she's reacting out in certain ways. And also, I won't say, but she's definitely probably more inspired by you and flattered by you. It won't ever admit that, because she's doing things to mock you or like you as well.
And it's okay. And don't try to undermine me. You get around new people, like I attacked you the entire time, or like I didn't include you in whatever you and your dad had going on. I always included you. Let's start there. I always included that little girl, because again, I'm a mom. I'm really hands-on with my children. So as you can see, like I said, Bob is not in my son's life. And Bob, for sure, was not in her life. So again, don't paint the narrative as if I was this person that did anything to you. When I came to the picture, the little girl was already like 3 years old. He was living on the West Coast. So that tells you a lot about how he feels like as a parent. Because you're not even like on board with your child. And even when we got into the relationship, I seen how you were moving. Like, you know, that's done.
So, question.
Yeah.
Have you ever spoken ill about him behind his back? I mean, there is a reason if she wanted to. But I'm just saying, to the people in the back.
Yeah, like, and I'm glad you said that, because I don't know, I feel like these days people play the victim role. They want to, how can I say this?
Not
like,
take accountability. And
no, it's not even that accountability. I respect it more if you do what you do and you stand on it. And just stand on it. I'm cool with that. Period. I'm cool with that because I know how to move. But when you do things and then you get mad at me because I then react to what you've done, now I'm the bad guy. And that's the part that's just a little confusing. But to answer your question, I've never spoke ill about that person. If anything, I had his back. Anybody that knows him and I's relationship, they would tell you, she always had his back. She was at the studio with him. I helped him build his clothing line that everybody was wearing. All the girls, like Blue Jam, Caitlyn Garcia, I got all of them in his clothes. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because I was already modeling. I was a direct connect to these girls. So at the end of the day, I don't know where that narrative is coming from about me speaking ill about him to other people. There was no reason for me to speak ill on you. There was a specific conversation at the time when him and I were rocky, where like a few people came up to me and they was just like, listen, that person is not good for you. I don't feel like they have your best interest at heart. Word on the street is that he does not conduct good business. That's it. At the end of the day, I'm not going to burn my hand in a fire for a person that completely disrespected me the entire relationship. There's no need for me to defend you. While we were in the relationship, you were dogging my name out in the streets, and you were like painting this narrative for people that I was like one way, but then you still stood with me for 13 years and made a child. So I'm very confused. How did the roles get flipped? The interesting part is that whatever it is that I'm hearing is being portrayed as if I'm that person. The things that he were doing behind my back, pillow talking with certain women and like talking about my business, talking about my daughter's father and things of that nature. I never did any of that stuff. Ever. I never brought up his daughter's mother to anyone for what? We're not friends, we're not anything, you know what I'm saying? And that's all because of him. Because of him wanting to be triangulating me, him, and his baby mother, or me, him, and his mother, or like he was always triangulating certain things. So it is what it is.
So I would say, do you feel a way, or would you say that you was bitter that the relationship ended?
Oh, baby. If I had a nickel for every time I heard this rumor, right, I would be rich. No. Like, you didn't get the chance. Because, baby, I would be rich. Like, literally. Let me just put it here like this. How can I be bitter about us separating when I'm the one who initiated the separation? Think about it.
I was just about to ask that. Is that the reason why he's also not around for his
I
kids?
believe so. Doesn't it make sense? I mean,
like, come on, let's make it make sense. Like, you're not here, but you're not together, so you're not around your kid because you're not in a relationship. So that don't make sense. You can still take care of your kid and not be in a relationship. There's a lot of people who do it.
Right.
I know my dad did it. Yeah. At the end of the day, it is normal to co-parent and work together, even though you're not in a romantic relationship, and to be there for your kids.
Let's just change the narrative a little bit, right? Let's say that he was the one that initiated the separation. So what would be the reason that you're not there for your son?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, like...
Oh, wait. The narrative is that I'm bitter that he broke it off, so that's why he can't see his son. That's the narrative. That's what I'm hearing, which is weird. Very. Again, I'm a real deal mother. I'm hands-on with my kids. I stay with my kids. I do everything for my kids. My kids is my whole entire world. So why would I not let him see his son? Because he doesn't want to be with me.
It don't make no sense.
It doesn't.
Because at the end of the day... Wait, question. Was you like that with your first child?
I definitely wasn't, and he was around for that.
So that's what I'm saying.
He saw the way I
like,
dealt with that situation. So let's be.
So I'm trying to, like, you know,
like,
and I know that. Rest in peace to your daughter's father.
Thank you so much.
But I'm just saying, I know that this isn't your first rodeo.
It's not.
So at the end of the day, it's just like you have experience with co-parents and you can do it properly. You can do it functionally, right? So
Effectively. Right.
Effectively.
My daughter is 16.
You can do it.
She's 16. So it's just a little.
Wow, 16 people for real.
Yeah, she's 16. Girl, she about to be 17.
Are you looking like this? Let me phone down.
Listen, don't even start that. Don't start that. Don't start that.
What's going on? Every time you say
that was another thing too.
You be like 16.
Like, you know, it was another thing that used to kill me before we close out. But one thing that used to kill me is that like, these girls used to be like, yeah, I know about you with your old ass. Baby girl. Babes.
Old where?
Babes, just stop. Like, just stop it. That's so disgusting of women. I mess with my girlies, but then there's some women that I just be like,
Which is interesting on the topic of women. It's just funny because, you know, I gotta ask it. This is for the last question. It's the last hot question. I'm gonna put you in the seat for, but it's the hottest of them. Because you're the end of the day. I'm really gonna get to the bottom of this. I just wanna know, like, how have you felt about his, I wanna say, I guess, his new woman, whatever that is, pretty much dating you online, on socials. Do you think she's aware of your situation or aware of the situation internally?
I'm so glad that you went that way. Went to that angle.
You know, I understand. Like, is she really
what I will do, right? Because I'm mature enough and because I'm woman enough, I will give her the benefit of the doubt. So it might be that she's hearing a narrative. Okay. She's hearing a narrative from someone that's telling her I'm this, that, and other, without really knowing me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't know me at all, in no way, shape, or form. And I don't even think anyone that she deals with even knows me either. You know what I mean? Which is cool. If you're dealing with somebody and you feel like you wanna come to their rescue or you wanna have their back, so to speak, because that's your partner, cool. But me, right, as a woman, I'm never gonna speak on another woman when I don't have to.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Like, especially like if I don't know you, there's so many variables to this situation because again, if I'm dealing with a dude and like this is his child's mother, I'm not speaking on your child's mother. I'm just not. I'm gonna stay out of it because at the end of the day, y'all gonna be connected forever. You understand? So when you shading me, right, I just wanna make sense of it all. And I want y'all to help me too. Leave it in the comments and y'all can let me know how y'all feel about this specific question because if a woman that your ex is dealing with is shading you, we supposed to be co-parenting. How am I supposed to allow my son to be around that dynamic of a woman that's shading his mother? Just break it down for me. Like, it's not possible. I'm not putting my son in a position to be around somebody that is talking ill against his mother, who's throwing shots at his mother, who's doing any of that. And then that just goes to show you or the people how that relationship is not even really solidified as anything. Because again, a real relationship is not going to be handled in that manner. It's not going to be handled in that manner, especially like the woman. I'm checking the dude. Off the rip, I'm going to be like, listen, I'm not really keen to like, you know, a man talking about their child's mother or like woman, your ex, da. First of all, I'm not your therapist, so I don't want to even keep being too much on that topic, too much like that. Like, we're not going to be too much on that topic. Because if you want to still be together, you be together. Or you apart and you with me. But we're not going to study be just like that conversation on that topic like that. Like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to trauma bond over your ex. That's what we're not going to do. But to say how I feel,
you don't care.
I don't feel anything because she doesn't know me. Like, she doesn't know me. You know what I'm saying? She knows what she's being told. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest, if I have to be honest, like, it's just giving like a pick-me energy. Like, I have to just say that, like, it's very much so giving pick me. Again, if I meet a guy and he's telling me about his child's mother, I'm already gonna be looking at him sideways if he's talking too much. I'm a woman first, I'm a mother first. All of these things matters to me because these are ultimately how you're gonna treat me. if this doesn't work out, this is how you're gonna go about treating me. Just remember that. Like, I want y'all women to remember this. When a man comes to you and he's dogging out his child mother and he keep going and he keep going and he's doing toxic shit and he's like, he wants you to like be like this on IG or like, you know what I'm saying, make little videos like, yeah, because I'm her. You know what I'm saying? I'm her. It's just like, but why are you doing that? What is the purpose of you doing that?
Coachable.
I mean, it definitely looks that way. Because I'm never gonna let somebody lead me into darkness.
Exactly. But those are the females that are coachable. That are submissive and, like, I guess if you want to call that submissiveness or whatever, or controllable.
Is it submissiveness?
I don't know if it's submissiveness, if it's not in a healthy way, right? Because in order to be submissive, you need to be submissive to a person, in my opinion, who can actually lead and not lead me off a cliff, okay? Because it make sense. I ain't going off a dying cliff.
Operative word is lead.
Exactly.
Leader.
But feel safe to be led, right? To be filled but safe to be led by a real man.
Everything about that situation just screams red flag. If I was the other woman, it just screams red flag. It's like, why are you talking so much? So much.
But I would say, right, just add my little take on it. That is sad because I've been like a female who doesn't have kids with a man and dating that man who has kids, and anytime I have heard of their baby mother, I'm thinking of my future with this man. And if I'm thinking of my future with this man, I want to be cool with their baby mother. I want to be okay and on the right type of time and have the right type of boundaries and respect, because at the end of the day, I'm planning on being here forever. So if you plan on being here forever, you have no choice but to plan on being here forever. We got mutual ties, so we should be on the best accord. Want to get to know each other, want to be cordial, not be the best of friends, but want to be cordial and for the sake of the child, you know? And then if I'm around a man who's bringing up his baby mother, honestly, I'm going to handle the situation. I'm not that female who you could talk about another black female to me, especially if I'm black. You can't dare bring up another black female around me and tell me how she didn't do, because it's three fingers pointing back to you. You pointing one finger at the main person, but what did you do to cause all of this? Why are we not asking the real questions? How did we get this way? What did you do to cause this situation? Why is it like this? And you know, I feel like people don't
you know what's strange, like us women, sometimes I just really, you know how I feel about females. I'm really like a guy's girls. I have very selective few females that I really truly fuck with like that. That's because they real with themselves and they authentically them. But I just noticed in this world right now, we all talk about like girl power, yeah, like women empowerment, yeah. But the minute a woman gets a chance to go against another woman because of a man, like she does it, and I just don't understand. But I'm like, baby girl, if you knew me, you would love me. You understand what I'm saying? Because like, it doesn't make sense. Look, 1 + 1 can only be 2, right? This man was with me for 13 years. If I'm all of these things, why didn't you leave sooner?
No, and that's what I was about to say, because how old is Brooks?
Brooks is 3. He just made 3.
All right.
So you had enough time to pack your bags. If I did all these things, if I did all these things to you,
that is a lot. Because at the end of the day, it just says a lot. And I feel like that right there is a mic drop. Because for real, you still decide to have a kid 10 years later. I feel like he did it on, like, was he planned? Or was he not planned?
Oh, see, now you getting all over my business. Now she getting all over my business.
So sorry, I had to ask another. Because you know what? It just led me to thinking, because you know how some men be doing things to try to keep females. And like I said, it happened 10 years later. So I had to think about the timeline. And I'm just saying, you know, it's 13 years, you know, 10, you know, breaks 3. I mean, I had to think about some things. So it seemed like, you know, yeah, been an entrapment. You know, 10 years later. I mean, was that the first? Or, sorry to be so personal. But I just had to get some clarifications out. Okay, we got to get some clarifications for the people in the back. Sorry, for the people in the back.
I didn't know this seat was going to be this fucking hot. It's hot. I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's the tea.
Yeah, it's real hot. I ain't
I had to ask a little.
I didn't expect all this. But yeah, this is insane. So that's a really good question, because I wonder that every single day. I look at my son. I be like, I know why he's supposed to be here. But really, as far as he goes, like, why did you want him here? Because you're spewing this hate about me. You're making me look like the bad guy. You're making me look like I am just like I'm not nothing. I wasn't ever anything to you. I never meant anything to you. You just left me. I'm whack. I'm trash. I'm just not nothing. So my thing is like, why would you even get somebody pregnant? Because there was enough time in between for him to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a long time.
10 years. I mean,
it's been 13 years. Like, it's been 13, because we're 3.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So we're talking
more than that then.
We're talking before the insemination, and it wasn't even the insemination. This was natural. So I'm just saying.
So you stuck around for what? Because I did all of that to you, right? All that toxic things that I was doing. That's from what I'm hearing. So
for real, like, because it's like also moving forward, right? So are you going around, is this like a trait of his? I don't know, like going around and impregnating females to keep them?
Probably.
If they think that like, or he thinks that they have something.
Maybe
like a light. Cause you know,
maybe like a light, like maybe like a woman that he feels like has potential or like star-like qualities to live a certain type of lifestyle that maybe he dreams of or he wants for himself. Because I'm confused. Because like, again, I was saying, what would be the point of you sticking around that long? What were you waiting for?
10 years.
Especially like if you had no real, you had no. Yeah, like that's a decade. That's a common law marriage. Excuse me, that's a common law marriage.
Okay, and then now Brooks is 3. I've been in your life for some time.
You can let y'all know like my character. She's been around me for like a little bit. I mean, if I ever gave whack or trash or fake, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. No, I'm saying because I've been hearing things like, oh yeah, because she's broke. Like, I don't even, like, I'm so confused.
That's crazy. How? Where did it ever give? But you know what?
I'm so confused. Like, I don't know.
It's crazy because I noticed that you've been, it's crazy because I wanted to bring something up, but you know, I'm not going to do that. Because you know, yeah.
Right. I knew she does this because now I'm like, like what?
Because you know, like, bro, I mean, it's never gave that. I'm just saying, because I know you know people who are associated with him who have been hurt by his dealings and things that they could claim of him as a broke. So I'm just saying, if anything,
definitely, like, if not even if anything, it definitely is the other way around. No, like where I don't know where this thing came from. But it's just, you know what it is? It's just so much.
Yeah, it's just so much.
And I'm not gonna give it to y'all all in this video. Yeah. This was just like something that I felt like, yeah, I was chit-chatting here with my homegirl, and I was like, oh, I feel like you should do a video listening to this bullshit. And I was just like, yeah, I think it's time now, because you know, I've been quiet for a while. I've been seeing it all. I've been hearing it all, and you know, I was just like, you know, I was focused on what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't gonna let the bullshit stop me from what I got going on.
It's 2024. New year, new money, new locations.
Yeah, definitely wasn't. Yeah,
locations going up as you see.
I'm telling all the tea. So anyway, that concludes this video. I'm so glad that y'all came and y'all hung out with me and my homie Lex.
Period. Yes, I'm Lex Holiday.
And y'all gonna be seeing more of her. I'm about to put y'all onto her channel. She about to start her channel too. So yeah, and we gonna see you guys in the next video.
Yes. Bye. Thank you for having me.
Of course, girl. Bye.